Welcome to the Sacred Surf Shack channel. Today I'm going to share with you 3 lessons that I learned in prison out of the many lessons I'd learned in prison. So in 2015 I went to prison for a year. It was one of the most pivotal experiences of my life, where I'm still mining wisdom and a lot of learnings from that year. I'm going to share with you three lessons that really stood out for me. One of them is I came across many different people of all walks of life. With within that, they were in there on numerous different charges. Some were murder, some were very petty theft, armed robbers, kidnappers, you name it, drug dealers, gang members, and all of it. One thing that I realized most is all of them, regardless of the acts, the wicked acts they may have committed, they all yearn for human connection. They all yearn to be listened to. Their human heart just wants love and kindness. That's one thing that I learned so deeply in there by giving that to others freely in there, was that it builds connection. And all of a sudden that these people, you start to see a different side to them, a human side to them, a side that society isn't seeing because they're not giving it, they're judging them. So that's number one lesson. The second lesson that I learned in there is to have no self-agenda. You know, the only agenda that I had in there, if you could even call it agenda, was just to connect with people. I didn't see the point in trying to manipulate or control or anything like that. For me, it was just about connecting, having humorous talks, and just being real and authentic with other people. And one thing that I learned in there whilst doing that is I got left alone. I didn't get pulled into drama. I didn't get pulled into the hierarchy or the bullshit that happens in prison, because I was kind of just my own lone wolf. But then every now and again I would connect with people. So I learned a lot from having an agenda that was for others, but then in that dynamic and in that, relating, I got to benefit too. I got connection. I received kindness. I got looked after by others. So it was quite a beautiful experience to see that. The third lesson that I learned is people want your value that comes from within you. You know, you can have objects and you can have material stuff, which I saw in there, people with drugs, people with phones, people with things, and that was valuable. But what I noticed in there was, like, I was in the military, gymnast, parkour, all that sort of thing so far, and I love movement. So what I knew, or what I know, is a lot of body weight, a lot of exercise that we could do in there, and it was highly valuable in there for people that wanted to train hard. And people saw that in me. They saw the value that I know, rather than what an object or something that is I pass on, and then all of a sudden once it's gone, you're not of value. So I became valuable, not the object that I was trying to give to another person, which quite often in society, that's what it is what kind of object do you have to give to someone that's valuable, rather than how are you of value to another person. So these are 3 key lessons that I learned out of many more that I'm going to continue to share on this channel, about my life, about my journey in prison, in the military, and just general, life. I had a spiritual awakening in prison, and to this date, I am still mining the lessons, like I shared in the start. So I hope you receive what I'm attempting to share with you, and I hope that you can start applying some of these lessons to your life, because I believe out of those 3 lessons is everyone deserves human connection and loving kindness, regardless of how they're behaving. Number 2, what was the second lesson? I completely forgot now. I'll go on to the third one. Is, what are you valuable? How are you of value to another person? How are you going to bring that forward to other people? And the second lesson, it's escaped me already in the video. So go back and listen to the second one, and carry that forth into your life. There we go, self-agenda. Try not to have a self-agenda. Be selfless as best as you can. You need to be selfish to be selfless. It's kind of a paradox, but try not to have a manipulation or control or some sort of agenda as you go into relating with other people, as people can sense that. People can sense the sliminess of it, the shadiness of it. So go in there with an open heart and an agenda to serve others at the best of your ability, because you will reap the benefits from that. So I hope that you enjoy this video and look forward to the next one.